a little bit of trouble sometimes, does have to fear those Rubik rotations, but for the most part up against the DP, should be doing just fine in that matchup as OpTic versus CCNC. But as the raises come up, the threat is going to increase. 33 gets jumped, though, does just butcher poor Hellbear. Z-Freak's going to haste himself away, and in the meantime, Zai in a rough spot here. There's a Burrow Strike, and that means Zai's dead. I don't even think they need the Burrow Strike. He just can't escape. He has no boots. He's going to turn around for one more right click, but heck, as soon as Moo lands that TP, the same exact time, 33 picks up his hood. That means he's pretty much unkillable to these type of heroes, and they will find Keeper of the Light level 3 versus that level 7 Sand King is quite the mismatch, but iCat's going to get jumped, or jump on. Definitely putting this Sand King on the roam, trying to apply some pressure towards mid, seems like the best thing to do. Chesty's going to get lifted up, Omni Slash onto Zai, immediately kills him off. And there you go. Use the Omni Slash, get kills, and crucially, he doesn't die. And now picks up the Power Treads. So with this Blink Dagger, Highcat perhaps, there's the Blink Burrow Strike, Static Storm is going to be there, and with the raises, they will take down the Faceless Void and Zai, who also just stumbled in. Chesty was able to put him in the blender. Off in the bottom lane though, the Chen got jumped on by the Centaur War Runner. His creeps used the Sand King and tried to ride him to a Juggernaut advantage. Finds 2 with the Burrow Strike. Actually, no, we only found 1. 33 got yanked in after the Burrow Strike, and now Moo did not expect that Centaur to come in that quickly. Although with the field, they will be able to disengage away. 33 has a Blink Dagger. He does not have a Stomp. Highcat has a Chronosphere, though. He's going to get teleported all the way back to the fountain. So this Chronosphere not going to do all that much except for let CCNC get into position. Unless it's the Juggernaut, but he's able to get the spin off. The Ghost's damage, not enough with the Hand of God, will be saved. Kit Track will not be, though. He'll get glimpsed right back to his doom. Chronosphere for OpTic. OpTic's ultimates are down. compLexity can very easily go for Roche now, especially if they get this PPD kill. Burrow Strike a little bit too far there. Moo is going to take quite a bit of damage, but got heroes coming from the back, so PPD will fall. Moo is dusted. He does have a lot of backup here. 2 raises. Now Pycat, he actually doesn't have a time walk out, so he's just dead here, it looks like. Glimpse right back. Yeah, he is dead. He time walked into that Sand King. You gotta assume this is either Kit Track or Moo. 33. Oh, the ghosts. The ghosts found him with the Centaur jumped in. Moo is dead. You're too gonna, because you're berserk with the Mask of Madness. You're fully committed if you decide to Mask of Madness in there. Uh-oh, PPD. A little bit of trouble. Glimpse right back. Okay, the Omni Slash didn't actually kill that Coddle. So now that they see a couple heroes still on top lane, compLexity have been chilling top for a very long time right now, and that means Moo is vulnerable. He does get lifted up, so his Blink Dagger will be cancelled. He'll drop right into a Chronosphere and a Siphon. Sand King is going to get hit with the Hand of God, but oh, the TP of the Shadow Fiend immediately lifted up, and now bumped down to the low ground as the Ghosts tear him to shreds. Here comes Chessie. Omni Slash will be split, and will both bounce most into 33. Does nothing up against that Crimson Guard. He's going to try to go for Zai, but no one's on top of CCNC. The Siphon's still working away. Lim's forced to buy out, it looks like. And now CCNC, actually that was just the Aegis, will just do all the damage in the world with the Ghost. Highcat looking to get it back on the Chessie, will get sent back to the base as the Requiem is going to keep everyone from chasing. Juggernaut. This is physical damage, mind you. Uh-oh. Stampede countered by Yule Scepter, and looks like he probably is just dead here. Oh, he's trying to run, but glimpse back. Blinding Light is there. He's going to check out an Illuminate, but I don't think that's going to help. But yeah, I don't know if there's enough attack speed on this Jug to get those extra hits in between yet. Still, like, you're Omni Slashing 2,000 HP worth of Horseman. Not gonna work out in your favor. The healing from the Illuminate. But in this game, when this is the main threat, that's when you really want to have that full flying vision. Of course, being able to D-ward on top of that is very nice as well. And I cannot believe he actually survived that Epicenter. I thought he would just die to that as well. These quote-unquote supports, man, they're working with some pretty heavy farm, including that Granite Golem, so a lot of HP. They're going to Burst Strike in, but the Chronosphere lands onto 2. CCNC is going to jump right in with the Siphons and the Exorcism. Static Storm is going to be in the middle of the fight as Sand King is going to be the first one to fall. OpTic, they're going to manage CCNC and Pycat very well, get the kill on the SK. Dodge that Static Storm almost entirely. The Omni Slash He's gonna use it and then get sent back to the base. And a mid Omni Slash there, but you're invulnerable during the Omni Slash. So that's a safe play. Now Z-Freak hit with his own penitence. Stolen by Zai. All in on this push. And into a coddle. This is kind of what PPD dreams of. This is the coddle dream right here. Like, hey, the enemies are just constantly pushing in. They do deactivate the back protection, jump in towards that coddle. No, not enough damage though. He will be fine. The jump back in for 33. Wipes out the Aegis, and Highcat has teleported back. They do have to lift up, and they will blinding light the Juggernaut way too far back into the Radiant base. Omnistar buys the time. Now the Chronosphere drops, lands on the 2, and separates the fight entirely. So Chessie is all alone. Highcat even gonna be able to take down Z-Freak and Kit Trek at the same time. Chessie will be chased down, and now the chase is fully on. Limp, though, is Shadow Fiend, so he is very, very quick. They're gonna try to... The OpTic side, they are doing primarily physical damage. Faceless Void, Death Prophet. Stomped in, does land the Kit Track. This poor Disruptor gonna be focused down first. Boo's gonna land a pretty nice burst strike in the background. Omnislash does go off, but again, it's kind of bouncing between one too many heroes and doesn't do that much damage. Pycat now gonna land the Chronosphere with the cleave there as well. Juggernaut and Shadow Fiend both taking an absolute truck ton of damage. Here comes the Epicenter from Moo, but the BKBs are still up from OpTic. They'll wipe the cores, and now the Sand King is gonna fall last. It looks like Sandstorm trying to book it, but Pycat's right on his tail. It's a double kill for PPD of all heroes. And that is once again OpTic fighting just on the rate. Like, yeah, you're tanky and all, but Centaur's making his entire team tanky. Faceless Void with BKB, the Death Prophet with the same, and even Death Prophet 2500 HP with a decent amount of armor, and not to mention Siphons. That's just good game. Again, the complexity issue, let's say, from what we've seen from most of their games, is that they have a really, really clear direction with what they want to do in their draft. Of Weaver is that the dots on the complexity side won't really affect him all that badly. He'll have the Abaddon to purge at least some of them off, and now comes damage advantage. And again, because there's a tri-lane on this bottom lane, Tiny can expect that to be a little bit of an island, and TCNC is used to that. And in this matchup, he should be winning it. Or at least not losing it. Yeah, he should be doing just fine. On this bottom lane, though, this is where Zai is a very, very risky hero. Kitrak's already pretty banged up here, but they're going to get the hammer onto the Nature's Prophet. Zai is going to try to race for first blood, is going to fail, however. Die and then get the kill on Kitrak. Pycat does have another Shikuchi here, though, taking quite a beating. See, gets tagged with that Shikuchi, and Pycat will retreat. But this is make sure that stick. And in the meantime, over in the mid lane, 33 is going to be going up against this Venomancer. Again, this Abaddon is going to be doing just fine. He should be getting a decent amount out of this lane, though will not be able to apply any significant pressure to Limp. They're going to go in with Pycat a little bit too far. He did not expect this Sentry to be here, and Shikuchi will get him out of there. One charges into shield. Build does Venomancer have right now? 2 Sting, 1 Gale. They do catch Chessie in the field with the bugs on him. And overall, I would say the other 2 lanes here for OpTic are working out quite well. You get the initiation onto the Weaver. Shikuchi movement speed is going to get Pycat out to safety, however. Zai, you can see, is taking an absolute beating in the meantime as Warcry is going to start to fade. And Zai's doing a lot of damage to Z-Freak with that Orb of Venom, or the Corruption Orb. It will go on to Chessie and get the kill. Or that hammer can hook up the Poison Nova duration talent. Definitely have a lot of options when you're in a Venomancer lane where there's absolutely no resistance. They're going to get the initiation off onto the Disruptor. Puts up the field, but he is down. You can see Thunderstrike is leveled up to 2 at this point, so just going for the damage value, but complexity, they more. Until that happens, there's really no point in anyone going up toward that top lane. PPD is in the wrong neighborhood. Can't TP yet, and now he can't TP at all. He's actually going to get frozen in place. Easy kill. Aren't really many heroes on OpTic that can do anything about that. We'll have CCNC go for that Blink Dagger, though. Moo is going to find himself a Nature's Prophet. Lands the Dragon Tail, and with the Power Treads doing some sizable damage, though. 33 is there to get Zai a little bit of space. Pycat is going to look to cut Moo off. Treants now completely blocking off this Dragon. He will find a way to slip through, but the Treants are actually going to slide in front again. Dragon Tail goes off on the Pycat. Shield goes off, and will get rid of that stun, but now Pycat's overcommitted. Needs a time lapse. Can't get it out. And gets jebaited by promises of D. Almost had a Blink Dagger of his own. In fact, very close to it. PCNC is going to have quite a significant impact with the Blink Dagger of his own. Zai will teleport into Kid Track, get frozen into place. They still will kill off that AA, but Zai will be the trade.
A golden thread.
Decides to stop from time to time, and there's no pattern to it at all. Literally not changing anything, just casting dotes. They're gonna jump in towards Z-Freak. Does have a rollout. He's gonna come back though. I think the Thunder Strike just would have killed him off. God, I don't know what's happening. I don't know, guys. I can't do anything about this. Ooh. Jump right on top of the Disruptor with Z-Freak coming on in and Track arriving as well. PPD is gonna get dropped. Deal with. I can't do anything about it right now. Like in 30 minutes we'll be fine. Not really helpful to him now though, is it? Disruptor's gonna get jacked up. And PPD, yeah, he's gonna try his best. His Magnetot still on him. And it's gonna kill him off. Trying to buy a little bit of space here. And they are looking for a Radiance onto the Baton. He at it? He is.
An exquisite toxin.
Again. Blast over in the mid lane. Moo's gonna jump in as well. They've caught an angle onto the Weaver. Time lapse could get him a little bit of extra HP here. As Roshan's starting to drop lower and lower, they put the Radiance to the front line, doing quite a bit of damage. The Roshan is still alive right now. And the backline PPD is trying to give 33 a little bit of aid, and he will be able to get him to safety. Right into the Roche pit. 33 is fine, but Chex is gonna be able to swoop in and take the Aegis, and Pycat's got like 10 HP. Bill's trying up it. He can't continue this fight though. He's gonna get Dragon Tail before the Disruptor comes up and to drop the Dragon Breath, and now the Disruptor's gonna get caught as well. It's a full wipe. As the OpTic side by perhaps a tower forfeit. There's another Dragon Form. It's actually level 3 Dragon Form. In the background, they've found the Nature's Prophet. He's dead. Chessie's gonna hit him once for the kill. Down elsewhere, CCNC. That creep died before the toss of damage. It looked like it. They're trying to split push the best they can, but racing in this scenario is just non-existent, and now the Disruptor is getting caught. Another straight just jump in from Moo, who's been doing some heavy lifting with the Blink Dagger. The rest of OpTic don't really have any sort of similar leverage. They are looking to race though for Rax, but up against this God Strike from Chessie, and of course that Corrosive and the Plague Wards, I don't think there's any way they're going to win this race. They do take on a tier 3, but what's going to be the cost here? Z-Freak going to find the Tiny with the duck, so Shadow Blade, kind of a dead item there. And it's a dead hero there as well. Zai will lead. Pycat with the damage from Chessie. Quite a bit, man, but not enough. Zai going to get jumped on by Z-Freak. Magnetize is there. Zai does have a TP out. Gonna be cancelled if he tries to use it. Magnetize once again reapplies. Z-Freak killing off the enemy 4 position while the rest of the team pushes in mid. Yeah, they're gonna go in for the mid lane for real. So with this hate, just jump straight in once again. It's the DK starting the fight. As OpTic, where is the Tiny? He's supposed to be starting the fights for them. CCNC is going to get the avalanche toss onto the Sven, doing quite a bit of damage, but now the Nova lands pretty much into everyone. Static Storm's going to be there, but it's not really doing all that much. Jesse has the BKB. Ice Blast coming in as well, and 33 is doomed to shatter. The rest of the team focusing onto that tier 3, onto the Rax. With Moo jumping right in onto the Weaver. Lincoln Sphere, not quite good enough at this stage, so he will have enough time to time-lapse out and get quite a bit of HP back. The Sven, get ready to use the Aegis. They're trying to focus him with everything they got. They're taking a lot of damage, though, thanks to that cleave. They slowed the kill, and now pushing forward for more. Zai's Sprout looks like it missed, or didn't work, or whatever. They TP'd out. The track will leave. Really? Really? You're not satisfied with this great cleave? You're going to get even more? I mean, sure, you do you. Ice Blast onto Zai. Energizing with the kick, and now he's hit with that Magnetize. Moo's going to come in. Seal.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks. Radiant's middle barracks. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's
Bottom lane. They'll find Tiny. He has a BKB. He'll use the BKB. Was that 10? That's 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. Over in the mid lane, meantime, Z-Freak's gonna crush PPD. And with Limp, look to chase forward for a little bit more. Zai's gonna keep Limp at a distance with that Sprout, but Chessie's coming in hot, and Zai has no way of getting out of this one. 33's like, F that, I'm out of here. Double kill for this Venomancer. Been mixing in a little bit of this right-click offensive power in his build after having gone for that Hurricane. They found another one right there. I mean, Z-Freak. And Nature's Prophet has picked up pretty much no items that would help him here. Roll in. The damage from Magnetize is not enough. And the Boulder Smash was just cooling down. They have found the Venomancer, though, off by himself. You punch him so hard that the Nova comes out. Not really going to do anything relevant damage-wise. It will be a singular pick-off for OpTic, but I mean, killing off a Venomancer at this stage, though it is going to give them a lot of gold, may slow down complexity by just a touch. Split push, 33 doing the exact same thing. Split push only works if you can keep yourself safe. I feel like if you had a Shadow Blade or something, your Blink Dagger, you'd be able to do this. Oh, Chessie's going to get jumped, but he pops the BKB and just turns around to CCNC. The Sprout is not going to catch Chessie. Really hard to target. He's going to start cleaving through 33 as well. Kills off one, and now it's going to come back in along with Moose. Got two in the corner. The splash damage from the Dragon, crushing the supporting cast of OpTic. And that'll be a 4 kill. They do finally take out the Sven, however. So at least they get that. Pycat hit with the Boulder Smash. Courier overhead just taunting him. Dragon Tail from Moo. He does have the Blink Dagger, but Pycat is a, not a fresh card Roche. I thought it was. This is a dead Roche, is what it is. For OpTic, they have a Static Storm for this type of fight. DCNC just go right in by himself. Not really sure about that one, because Chessie's just going to tear him apart. Off in the background, they're going to find PPD as well. In and try to initiate that way style. Not really sure if that was the play. Now they got the double life on Sven. Cheese is floating around on someone. Cheese is on Z-Freak. 33 is going to get caught with the Dragon Tail. He does have some time to borrow, but I don't know if he has enough borrowed time here. He's caught with that Gale. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Chessie, even though he doesn't have any God Strength, is just going to go to town. In the background, actually, they found Pycat. He's going to time-lapse back and get himself back to full HP, trying to Shikuchi away. Z-Freak is on the trace, just looking to keep Pycat away from this bottom lane. Even if he dies right now, for Z-Freak, that's fine, because Pycat is not involved in this defense, and it will be a Rax taken. That Z-Freak's putting up a really good fight up against Pycat. Is he actually winning this fight? One Boulder Smash will be dodged. Pycat is just going to have to try to juke out from the slow rolls. Here he comes. It doesn't really matter what goes on in the background because Chessie's still running around, Moo's still running around. They will take down the Aegis, but they're running out of heroes at this point. Moo is still holding strong right now. 2,000 HP left, and Chessie is back with another God Strength. Right onto 33, missing a handful of attacks there, but you can't miss them all. And with Meg starting to flood the base, it looks like OpTic will let me restart my internet sooner rather than start my internet. Thank you, compLexity, for doing this for all of our viewers. And CCNC, the chill effect is on him. The God Strength is up still, and he will get back to the base. He has quite a bit of armor, actually. Get that Meteor Hammer, get the Avalanche, toss him back into the fountain. Is that enough to get the kill? Oh, it's a lot of damage. It is enough. Yes, they got Moo. But now they have to deal with Megas. So, good luck. It will fall back, and the scary thing is that compLexity don't even have full 6 slots yet. Like, they're incredibly mega farmed. And GG is called. Yeah, they know it's pointless. Alright, look at this. My internet's coming back. Why? I don't understand.
Pick.
compLexity still looking for that Moo hero. Their initiation is a little bit is going to chew up this wave. And PyCat cannot pull this wave over here, the double wave that's coming in. So we can't pull it here because there's just nothing over here. There's nothing over here either, so it will be Moo going up against a matchup where, you know, maybe it's not the best situation for the Underlord. He's going up against just that one male hero. With the double wave, his Atrophy Aura is going to get a lot of fuel very quickly. So that small move from KitTrack just gave Moo a much easier time in this lane. Plus, there was no Bane because he was forced to TP out. They're going to jump onto Zai, and the Telekinesis just put the Tusk in a body bag. That's not even like this biggest threat of this bounty hunter. This kind of is. Oh, what was that attack range? What was that? Ice great and everything, but once you get your wounds opened up as the Underlord, obviously you don't have any Pit of Malice, and suddenly out of nowhere, Nightmare into the Snowball, gonna wake him up, and this is a rude awakening indeed. Moo's just trying to survive long enough so that he can get some experience, but they fortify the creep wave. That's the good stuff right there. KitTrack's still chilling in the area. There is still that one dust usage. Zai's gonna see Z-Freak, throws out some shards to wall off Z-Freak, but it doesn't actually connect to do damage. Now lifted up, thrown down to the low ground. KitTrack is right on top of Zai. There is a Nightmare here, and Zai does have a Fairy Fire with the Snowball. He is gonna set up for that Snowball into KitTrack. Dust still active, wearing out soon. KitTrack is gonna get the Shrine help, and it looks like KitTrack will be sniped by the shards in the end. Zai from downtown gets the kill. PPD teleporting out right now. Telekinesis, got him. And that'll kill off the Bane. 1 for 1. OpTic are in a really good spot just to sit back and chill. And try to lean on this Lifestealer to win them the game in a little bit. But they're going to get a freebie. KitTrack is going to try to duck into the trees. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He'll be dropped. In the mid lane, CCNC takes quite a big hit from this dot from Limp. He does have a double damage rune in the bottle with a salve afterwards, so he's going to be fine, especially with the Snowball coming in from Zai. Shard's going to wall in the Venomancer. CCNC going to chuck in some spell damage. Sonic Wave as well with the double damage, but he's going to go down before he gets the kill. The damage from the Venomancer was underestimated there from OpTic, and though they do get the kill, Limp is going to be okay making that trade. Though PPD, he does have backup from PyCat here, looking to set up on a Z-Freak. Open wounds are there, and Z-Freak will go down. Like for free, actually. I don't think KitTrack can kill off Bane. Too much. How does this game work? They're going to teleport all the way up towards top lane where they have an angle onto Moo. Snowball coming in with the Lifestealer popping out. Moo does not have his mana to rift out. He'll try to TP, but the Epicenter comes in for 33. With the Burrow Strike, I think that probably would have been enough, but either way, that is going to be a nice, easy kill. PyCat grabs the last hit, and hey, look at that. He's right back in his nice, safe top lane to get that Radiance Gold. Over in the meantime, mid lane, PPD is trying to get some levels, does get jacked up, and that is a viable kill, killing off a Bane in the middle of nowhere, though. CCNC going to jump right in. Sonic Wave, a beating. Still OpTic, looking to get on top of this top lane. PyCat, Radiance, coming out to him right now. They're going to find an angle to snowball in towards Z-Freak. Does have a level 4 Burrow Strike stolen, but now with the Rage, Z-Freak is actually going to steal Rage to get rid of the open wounds. And should be fine. Walrus Punch and the Grip. Okay, PPD coming in with the right clicks will kill off that Rubik. Almost a clutch escape there. Courier in the meantime. The Radiant sniped the Dire Courier in the meantime. 3, caught in the pit, now galed up. Let's have a Burrow Strike through. get back up on the high ground, but he needs some help. Because this poison and the wards are just walling off every single escape route, plus pulled back in by Chessie. Durability is more than okay, just getting into these fights, even though he is currently lacking any sort of auras. He's going to go for the pipe next. And they'll find themselves an opportunity onto Zai. Snowball is going to be dragging him into a pretty dangerous spot right now. Moo's going to land a really dangerous Firestorm that everyone has to walk through if they want to get in this fight. Sonic Wave is going to land on 2, but they've already lost Zai. And now Pycat, he does not have the Radiance up. Where's the Radiance? I think the Courier got sniped with the Radiance recipe on it. Epicenter is going to be used in the background, though. Epicenter destroying Moo. But we'll have that hood still. Everyone else is just trying to disengage away and hide. The Sting will call up the Sand King up towards the top lane. Moo is just beating the hell out of everyone, including this Bane. Brain Sap, not going to do it, dude. And Moo is just a giant. Actually did a lot for helping compLexity to get the lead there. Looking for Zai now. He does have the Snowball. Hit track. Gonna jump on him with the Janata. Doing a little bit of damage. Moo hit just on the edge. He's outside the circle. What was that range? He was over here, but he was still. This draft of OpTic, though they do have a medallion, doesn't really easily clear out Roche nor towers. Track gonna spy Zai now as the Gale does go out. Zai taking so much damage as Limp just shuffles right over him. Snowball is gonna buy some time, but for sure Zai is not long for this world. Easy kill, easy track. Desolator build is that you farm a lot slower, but you take objectives a lot faster. There are definitely advantages, disadvantages going both ways. Grip goes off into the Venomancer. PPD uses the full grip, and it does, yeah, it does 200 damage. That seems about right. Those numbers seem fair. Underlord, though, gonna get jumped elsewhere. Though OpTic will call it using the grip to kill off Moo, because that's exact. Unless you just miss all your attacks because of Pycat's builds. Possibility, I suppose. Bottom lane, OpTic, we're gonna jump in. We'll find themselves a Venomancer. He does have a lot of durability. Grip is there, but the backup's coming in spades. Venomancer is gonna go down without casting anything, but Chessie is gonna put PPD in a grave. And now they're looking for the Sand King. He is under full vision right now. Gets a Burrow Strike. Needs a blink out, but no, it's not gonna happen. Got the urn on him. Chessie's gonna blink forward, and what the hell is that damage? That was a shuriken. Okay, snuck that one in. Killed off 33. Beast. Get another item and he can go on to pretty much anyone. Uh-oh. No, robot, no!
Dire's courier has been killed.
Well, can't we? Top lane is being pushed in the meantime, however. Fortification should be, used on both ends, and this tower is actually taking quite the beating. Over in top lane, they do have the Underlord, so they'll take the racks, get ready to teleport up towards top, and it looks like they'll drive everyone from OpTic back after having taken the melee racks. Bottom lane, 33 is still here. Sand King tower damage is compLexity. They still have that Aegis on CK for not that long. Looks like it'll probably just be a full restore, but they have an angle on CC&C. 2 seconds done. With the reality if they're gonna dice him to bits. Well stacked. That's Bane. I was like, I've never seen this icon before. It's Bane's like the top of his head. And they're gonna jump right in to said hero. Lifestealer's just watching, man. I'm helping with the burn. Chessie with his Phantasm is going to lose that Aegis, reclaimed. No split push here. There is no Rubik here either, but Chessie's going to jump right in, Snowball baited out, and he's going to land into the Pit of Malice, where the Reality Rift is going to slaughter him. Here comes the Epicenter. Will do a lot of damage onto his Venomancer, but Force Staffed out, does get the ultimate off before Limp goes down, and he will go down. Moo's durability will let him and Chessie escape. The Walrus Punch is going to keep Z-Freak in the fight. Here comes the Lift Lord, Dark Lift coming in and bringing everyone from compLexity out. The affirmative is called, and hella even got PPD with the poison damage from OpTic. But they still, compLexity, get a bucket load of kills, including a couple buybacks, and they'll find Pycat. He is going to have a little bit of safety from the Snowball, so you can see with the BKB is going to jump right in, but damage to Chessie is almost irrelevant right now. He's going to jump right in towards Zai. They're still getting quite a bit of cover. Chessie, though, still with the BKB, is just going to town into whoever he can find. That's going to be the Sand King as the Reality Rift. What was that Reality Rift? He blinked out, but the Reality Rift still worked. However, not quite fine CC&C. The Creep Wave, it's not like split push, but they're just not in a good spot for compLexity to immediately go in. compLexity to see this one coming. They do have Moo waiting on the high ground. It's over, Anakin. Oh, no, they have high ground now. Rubik's gonna get jumped in on. Dual Scepter gonna buy him just a precious second, but he will go down off of the back line. Chessie gets put to sleep. EPD getting in the position with the grip, but here comes the Dark Lift. What grip? I don't see a grip. I wonder if you could Could you dodge? Could you dodge the teleport? But the small taste of what's to come. If you get the Orchid onto the CK, but he has Heart. He just turns off the armlet, waits a little bit, and soon the Heart is just gonna skyrocket him to full HP. They can lift up on a CC&C. Chaos Bolt is there with the Reality Rift, and the Burst Strike did interrupt it a little bit. Chessie, without that magic community, struggling to find a target, though, will get his claws on a 33. Kill him off. Pull back the Queen of Pain, kill her off as well. And Pycat trying desperately to go after Limp, but gets hit with a 3-second bolt, and just getting the shit beaten out of him right now, surrounded by CK Illusions. Another Burst Strike getting him a space, but it's not quite enough. A Burst Strike stolen by Z-Freak now is going to return onto 3, as Chessie still has that Aegis. They're going to snowball out of the pit, right on top of the Rubik, but Chessie's going to give chase the 4-second stun. Just go to work. He's not dying. No one's doing enough damage to the CK, let alone the full HP Underlord. OpTic is spending buyback. They're losing every single one of their heroes. GG is called. Chessie, untouchable. Moo, Limp. I guess Limp does use that cheese, but Moo took literally no damage that entire fight. And compLexity, off of crushing initiation, time and time.